We share so much living in this world together.
You can take your experience and do something with it.
But few can even imagine what it would be like to learn
You're tired.
your child has cancer.
I was pretty much a lost cause. In fact, my only thoughts were, if she dies, I want to die.
2-year-old Gabby Paquette has an aggressive tumor in her abdomen, and the cancer has spread to her bone marrow.
Can you hold Mama's hand? There. Can you show me where?
Across the hall, 5-year-old Chloe Fruth is battling leukemia, and her veins hurt.
Right up here?
Chloe and Gabby are just two of the hundreds of young cancer patients treated each year up on the 8th floor of Children's Hospital in Minneapolis.
I've learned that families are amazingly resilient.
Nearly every day, Reverend Brian Brooks visits with the young patients and their parents at Children's.
They become very close to you because you're in the middle of something very intense.
Oh, who did your toenails? Did Mommy do your toenails?
Tricia Nemi is part of a very special team of nurses who work on this floor.
Oh, you got it!
Right now, Tricia is playing with Keelan Trudeau, who was diagnosed with cancer when she was just 8 months old.
Who's that? Oh, who's that?
Jane Lau is another nurse here who considers herself lucky to have such a wonderful job.
I don't want to do anything but this. It's reality.
You're tired.
People will say to me, how can you work with kids who have cancer? And my response is always, how can't I?
If it seems like many of the people who work here have a special gift, a unique understanding of what their young patients are going through,
I haven't seen blue.
I had it.
I've only seen the green and the orange.
that is no accident.
I remember riding trikes around the floor, and they would take me outside. We used to have an outside playground in the front.
Long before she was a nurse, Tricia Nemi was a patient here at Children's, diagnosed with leukemia at age 4. At 14, she had a bone marrow transplant. So touched was Tricia by the loving care she received, she decided to become a nurse herself.
The people here have always made me feel like this is my home.
I had Hodgkin's disease.
Jane Lau had a bone marrow transplant too. She had to wear a wig to her high school graduation. And like Tricia, Jane will never forget those who cared for her when she was sick.
Watching what they did and watching how they related to patients and thinking that, you know, if I get through this, I want to help people like they do.
I hope that my experience gives other people hope and comfort.
As a teenager, Reverend Brooks fought cancer as well, a cancer that cost him part of his right leg, but gave him so much more.
My life's different. My life has been changed.
Did your sackie come off?
Now, when he thinks it will help, Reverend Brooks shares his story.
In the midst of this, there has to be a source of hope.
Strengthened by their faith, loving friends, and Reverend Brooks's encouraging words,
Any success story gives us hope.
Gabby's parents are optimistic.
It's almost like I've accepted this and now it's time to fight it.
Oh, is it scary?
Other families say they've been uplifted by the success stories too.
I think they do work miracles. Every nurse up on this floor, I think, has been just excellent.
Impressive. It's an impressive pressure today.
They can sometimes understand more.
Can I take a look at you?
They know what it feels like, both physically and emotionally, to have gone through this.
There's a reason for why I'm here and what I'm doing.
Night falls, and like a guardian angel,
Hey, Pumpkin.
it's yet another cancer survivor's turn to watch over Gabby.
Just doing a hug on the leg, okay?
Ellen Doherty was a patient herself 12 years ago. Now, Ellen works side by side with some of the very same nurses who cared for her way back when.
There is good to every bad that we see.
Yes, of course, they have their bad days. Jane remembers a teenage girl who lost her fight with cancer.
And it was really difficult because she looked up at me and said, I don't want to die, and she started crying.
In even the saddest moments, Tricia tries to find good.
In most cases, you know, the family's always been thankful for what we've done, and it's been a privilege to know their child and make even their death comfortable.
Heart.
Heart.
Should I draw a heart for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What rejuvenates them, what gives them hope, is the children.
I was what they call a rapid responder.
So if I come back tomorrow, your head's going to be white.
Children like Patrick Caldwell, who's been so inspired by his caregivers that now he too hopes to someday have a career fighting cancer.
And specifically here. I've already given them my resume.
Yes, we really do share so much living in this world together. And up on the 8th floor, the sharing never ends.
You did a good job, Pumpkin. There we go.
Mark Daly, KARE 11 News.